Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are back with Game of Thrones. We are on episode 2. And in the last one...
Jon did not wake up. I mean, get resurrected. Not like he can just wake up. It's not his fault.
Right.
Red Woman has not figured out she needs to resurrect him yet.
Or has she?
Oh, yeah. We also found out she was old. She was an oldie. So clearly her magic ruby necklace
Is
thing...
illusion.
Works. She has magic.
Mm-hmm. Well, we already knew that.
Where I was going with that.
I was like, we already know she has magic.
Basically, I think she needs to find her faith again in order to wake up Jon. Is the kind of the thing
the vibe
felt like I was getting, that we were getting, yeah. She needs to believe. But another great thing happened in the last episode, which is Sansa reunited with Brienne and Pod and Theon are all going to the wall to find Jon. Oh, I'm so excited. So hopefully she gets there in this season. Right. That would be great.
Yeah, that was definitely like my favorite scene from the last episode was that whole pledge and everything. It was really nice.
I felt like this was really impactful. Even when I was editing it, again, I was just like, oh.
Such a good scene. Do we have anything with Arya?
Well, Arya is blind, but she's still technically in training, we believe.
Yes.
But it was just a really brief scene. Mm-hmm. I guess the other biggie is Daenerys is being taken. She got captured by the Dothraki and is being taken to...
the home for Dothraki.
What's it called?
Widows, essentially.
Yeah. I forget the name. I feel like it starts with a V, but I could be wrong. I think that's going to be really interesting because her interactions with the Dothraki that we've seen just in that last episode was so fun. When she revealed that she could speak Dothraki, it was so good.
I mean, I think I always liked her best with the Dothraki because it's a whole sort of different dynamic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a whole sort of different dynamic with the Dothraki for her. Yeah. So I always just enjoy it more.
We also got to get a little peek into more of their culture, too, about how, like, you don't touch the widows and all that stuff. That was really great. Because, I mean, the Dothraki have been around since season 1, but I feel like after season 1, we didn't really get to...
see them
more. Even though she had some Dothraki handmaidens, the culture wasn't, like, it was very minimal. Impact, it was like, yeah. There's also the question of... when Jon is resurrected, because they're stuck in that room currently.
They're still trapped in there.
Yeah, and then Ed went to go get the wildlings, and all we can do is hope that the wildlings get there in time to hold back them until the Red Woman can get her act together.
Right.
If it's not the Red Woman, I'm going to be so surprised, because I've been talking about this whole time like she's the one who's going to resurrect him.
Yeah, because I don't think it would be the other guy that randomly saw in the wood who can resurrect people.
I know, that would be really funny if it was just out of nowhere. Like somebody else.
Right.
He just wakes up on his own and be like, that's weird, guys.
Right. And you're like, hey, had a nice nap. Well, then also, if he does get resurrected in this episode, how are the other men going to react? Because they killed him. Like, they know he's dead.
Yeah, right?
What if, like, the White Walkers show up before he wakes up? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen.
If they do, then I hope, my hope is that they kill the ones who killed Jon, because
the traitors.
That would be great.
Yes.
But yeah, I really enjoyed last episode. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, with that, let's get into the episode, see what happens.
Just watching the previews is getting me hyped for this episode.
Oh, finally? Goodness. It's been so long. I was wondering if we'd ever see them again.
I can't see, it's so dark.
It looks like just a tree and like a...
No, it's the dude in the tree.
Oh.
There you go.
Yes, I can see his hand now. His face.
He's so cool, but also kind of creepy. I know. I mean, I know it's supposed to be creepy, I think, but...
Have they been stuck like this for like a year then?
Who are these guys?
This is them. Younger, I think.
No.
Oh, no. Are these the new trainees then for the wall or something?
No. This doesn't look like the wall. No, Ned, as in... Okay, so they're in the... He's in the past. I almost said the future. He's in the future.
I thought it was like his childhood, and I realized, no, it's like his parents.
I feel like whenever we see Winterfell, it's so dark and depressing. The Boltons are in there now and all messed up, so it's like really hard to tell that it's Winterfell.
My Aunt Lyanna. I've seen her statue in the crypt. My father never talked about her.
Do we finally get to find out what happened then?
I know, I'm really excited because I love when we get kind of backstory stuff, but they often just like show you a little bit and that's it.
What about him?
Oh, snap.
Willis, come here.
Oh.
Oh.
Bonjour.
Oh.
Benji always lifts his chin when he's about to charge.
And lowers it when he's going to dodge, my lady.
Oh, what happened then? Did he get like hurt?
Yeah, I wonder if it was an
Maybe
accident?
protecting her or something? Because they seem to be close.
If he ever learned to fight, he'd be unstoppable.
Well, he's never going to learn to fight because he's a stable boy. So leave him be.
It is time to go.
I feel like something bad is gonna happen to him.
Oh.
It is beautiful beneath the sea. But if you stay too long, you'll drown.
Valid.
I wasn't drowning. I was home.
Yeah, it'd be even worse for him.
Well, because literally everything's torn apart now.
Yeah, well, plus he was standing in the past, you know, and he can't walk here, so.
Well, and then also most people in that image were dead.
I saw you as a boy. You could talk. What happened?
Hodor.
Well, also his name wasn't Hodor. There was Willis.
Yeah. God, I really wonder what happened to him.
I know. I'm still so sad that the other guy didn't make it.
Also, even if he wasn't an accident, why is everybody calling him Hodor when his name was Willis? You know what I mean?
Well, it's probably because that's what he calls himself. Like, that's the only word he says.
Yeah.
You know, like Groot is Groot. Maybe he stopped responding to Willis.
Hodor.
His real name is Willis. And he could talk and fight and then...
I mean, how long has she been here?
Mm-hmm.
The Three-Eyed Raven says there's a war coming.
And we're going to fight it in there.
Yeah, I don't think waiting is her strong suit. Just, I guess.
Well, I mean, I think her brother was really the motivation to go here, not necessarily her.
It's time, Sedavus. Open the door and the men inside can rejoin their brothers in peace.
Come on, wildlings. Come on, wildlings. Hope Ed did
William
it.
set the wolf free north of the wall where it belongs.
Who even believes you? Nobody.
Right.
I've never been much of a fighter. Apologies for what you're about to see.
Come on.
God, this is taking so long. I'm so
I know.
tense.
I mean, I guess if they're all looking inward, then they're not expecting anybody coming from outside.
Yeah.
They're not even shooting. They're just like, are they scared of them?
Not just that, but I think some of them are not completely on the leader guy's side because he killed John. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, some of them didn't know about it.
There's only like a small group of them.
Ooh. Like, you literally shot an arrow at him, and he's like, you're annoying.
Sad there's not more giants.
Agreed.
I hope he meets a nice lady giant.
What did you expect to happen, dude? Like, you literally caused mutiny, and the rest of them just went along with it, because what else are they going to do?
You fucking traitor.
You want to talk?
The only traitors here are the ones who shoved their knives into their Lord Commander's heart.
Nice, Ed.
For thousands of years, the Night's Watchers held Castle Black against the wildlings. Until you.
Yeah, because technically they didn't break in before.
Took a lot of knives. I'll have my men get the wood for a fire.
Will he be resurrected in the fire?
That'd be cool. I mean, she does pray to the fire god or whatever. I know he has a name. It's like Roholo. I'm pretty sure these people are gonna die.
I'm pretty sure, too. Pretty sure, too. Was that the mountain?
I think so. It's the only huge person. Person. Undead monster.
Yep. Ugh.
Okay.
How did he hear about it, though? I guess, like, spies? Or was he just wandering about?
I'm not sure how much intelligence he has, or if he just only takes orders kind of thing, or...
Right. I know, I'm not sure either.
What are the king's orders?
He would like you to remain in the Red Keep.
Oh, for her safety? Or... Yeah, he's worried.
You're barring me from attending my own daughter's funeral.
Oh. I don't know.
I'd like to speak to my son.
He has left the Red Keep, Your Grace.
So weird.
I'm not sure. Because we don't get Tommen's... I mean, I do think he thinks Tommen is probably thinking he's doing the right thing.
I
Like,
think so,
maybe with all
too.
the unrest with the people, he doesn't really want his mom exposed.
Well, especially because
But-
his wife is still in prison, you know? She had to walk... And also she had to walk through, like, the streets naked and stuff.
Have we caught Prince Tristane's killers? I expect it was Mother.
Oh,
Your mother
snap.
wouldn't do that.
Yes, she would.
does he see her more clearly now?
Well, I mean, if his uncle's whispering in your ear.
He told me she wouldn't be allowed in the set.
Oh.
He was trying to, like, protect her from not being allowed in. Oh, that's sweet.
Everything she endured, she did it for you.
Don't you think I know that?
They feel guilty.
Oh yeah, he feels like
Ashamed.
that he's not a strong enough king.
I want to see my wife.
The gods wait for Queen Marjorie to confess her crimes and seek their mercy.
I mean, they did have some progress last time.
I think Marjorie's gonna get herself out, to be honest. I don't think
Yeah.
Tommen can do anything, but keep trying, Tommen.
Sadly, you are the best king we've seen throughout the series.
I broke a sacred oath and stabbed my king in the back. When the gods judged my brother guilty, I helped them escape that justice. What atonement do I deserve?
This is the Jamie I like.
Me too.
They should be closer if you mean for them to save you.
Every one of us is poor and powerless. And yet together, we can overthrow an empire.
I still don't know what's up with this guy. Like,
I think he's just a religious zealot.
who wants power though? Also,
I don't know if he wants. I
That's
don't know if he
the
wants
thing.
power in
I
the sense
don't
of power,
know.
but like that he just truly believes in his cause.
Yeah.
And for his cause to work, there's just they're at odds because of it.
I think Game of Thrones just makes me think everybody has some kind of, unless they're Starks, ulterior motive. So I'm like not really sure that what he's presenting is real or if it's just his way to get to power kind of thing. Ugh.
Because most of the time I don't think it is, but there's been a couple of moments where like,
he just seems too clever, almost, the way he interacts with people. I don't know.
But that might be why he's so clever, because he doesn't have an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
I know I should have come sooner. I wanted to. I was wrong.
It's all right.
She's still in shock. She seems so calm.
You raised me to be strong. And I wasn't. But I want to be. Help me.
Oh no. I mean, I don't really care about if they take down Faith, so like whatever. I more care about Marjorie, so.
Well, I do wonder if this will make her more accepting of Marjorie or less accepting of Marjorie. Because, like, at this point, Marjorie would be good to have on your side versus as an enemy.
Astapor and Yunkai have stopped asking us for aid.
Perhaps they can tell us the secret.
The Masters have retaken both cities.
Dragons do not do well in captivity.
How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink, and I know things.
It makes sense. You kind of did live in a place with a whole lot of records about dragons, probably.
So he's a heavy reader as well.
Then Daenerys' ancestors started chaining them up in pens. A few generations later, the last dragons were no larger than cats.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dragons are intelligent. More intelligent than men, according to some maesters.
Huh.
I believe it.
They have affection for their friends and fury for their enemies. I am their friend.
Do they know that?
I love this. I love that we're getting a bit more on the dragons because we've been talking for a while about like how do they train the dragons and all this stuff. So I think it's really cool that Tyrion has some of this information. But now faced with reality.
Right. Maybe he can just take comfort. He's like, I wouldn't be much of a meal, so hopefully they won't eat me.
I mean, they're gonna be pissed. They've been chained down for I don't even know how long. Way too long. I'm waiting for a jump scare, to be honest.
I know. Because we can't see anything except him.
Oh. Is he too tired, or?
Well, no, maybe, like they said, they can sense, like, friend or foe. So maybe they're just sort of seeing which one he is.
I'm here to help. Don't eat the help. An uncle asked what gift I wanted for my name day.
Of course, he's telling the story.
One of you.
Oh.
Wouldn't even have to be a big dragon, I told him.
Oh.
It could be little, like me. The lost dragon had died a century ago. I cried myself to sleep that night.
Oh. He liked dragons that much.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, that's true. Well, they seem to like him.
At least trust him enough.
It's like, me next, please.
Yep. Chop chop.
I don't know if they could really understand him or just understand his actions in, like, his,
Well, they might,
you know, intentions kind of way. Like, because he spoke softly and stuff.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what languages dragons speak, so.
Yeah, right.
Or understand. Now, are you gonna let them out?
I'm sure he is. He said they don't do well in captivity. They get smaller or whatever.
Yeah.
How long have they been down there? Their growth must be stunted already.
Next time I have an idea like that, punch me in the face.
Well, it might just be he's just unchaining him down there, but...
Yeah. So they can move around more or something?
Yeah.
I guess. Arya! I feel like I say this every time they switch to Arya. I just yell her name out.
Right.
Ooh.
Ouch.
If a girl says her name, a man will feed her tonight.
A girl has no name.
If a girl says her name, a man will give her eyes back.
Oh.
You have to really...
This is a test!
A girl has no name.
Pleased? He seems like he's pleased.
Oh, I thought he was going to make her stay out there another night.
What happened? Did she pass? Like
I
this
guess
little
so.
trial thing?
Yeah. On to the next one.
Cool, cool.
Half a dozen men. Your
Oh,
best
yeah.
hunters.
They Forgot they sent obviously had people.
help. I didn't think Lady Sansa killed them all by herself. Thank you for this report, Lord Karstark.
What?
Jon Snow's a bastard, not a Stark.
So was I. Castle Black isn't defended on the southern side. And the few men left are barely men at all. Farm boys and thieves.
And
Yeah,
wildlings.
you're a little behind on the news.
Kill Jon Snow.
Murder the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch.
Too late.
You'd unite every house in the north against us.
Oh yeah, because they're, you know, they don't take part in stuff. I can't leave the Karstark side with them.
Mm-hmm.
If you acquire a reputation as a mad dog, you'll be treated as a mad dog.
Basically, in order to be a
Lady Walder has given birth.
leader, you have to
A boy.
redo your thinking.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Not really, oh no, because I don't care about you, Ramsay, but...
Well, more of I'm worried about the baby.
Yeah, me too.
You'll always be my firstborn.
Thank you for saying that.
I don't trust this at all.
I know, right? I mean, he's...
I'm almost like, is he gonna murder his dad right here?
You're right!
That's kind of what I thought.
Well, goodbye, you.
I mean, I don't like any of you either way, so...
I don't know which one would have been better to have remained living, because I do think, while Ramsay is so awful, I don't think he's strategically quite as smart as
Basically,
Roose.
yeah, I prefer Ramsay to be in charge because he's gonna fuck it up faster. Granted, I think a lot more people will die a lot quicker, but... Oh, please don't kill your brother.
Send for Lady Walder and the baby.
There's no way he's not killing him. He's killing him.
Please don't. It's just a baby. Like, is he gonna lock him up, maybe?
No, he's gonna kill him.
I know.
I kind of hope he attacks the wall.
Agreed.
And then they just, like, take him out. Like, please do.
Seriously.
I'm ready to cover my face. Just in case.
Please don't, please don't, please don't. Please don't hurt him. Oh, no. Or are we just gonna kick him out? Like, is he... Oh, no.
No. No. No. No.
Oh, did he feed Lord Bolton to the dogs?
I don't think so, because he would need maybe his body as proof for, like, I'm the next Lord Bolton kind of thing, so I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm not looking just in case.
I am Lord Bolton.
It's just a test.
She knows. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she...
He's gonna, like, advocate for the child, at least.
He's your brother.
I prefer being an only child.
Ugh, you suck.
I can't remember. What family is Walder from?
Nothing of importance, I think.
No, because she's from the Riverlands, because...
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I feel like I remember. No, isn't she a Frey?
Is she?
Yeah, I think that's what Roose partially got out of the deal. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't want to leave him, he didn't want to leave her.
You don't know which way she went.
I spent 3 days looking for
Oh,
her.
we're talking about Arya.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know she's alive.
How'd she look?
She looked good. She wasn't exactly dressed like a lady.
That's normal.
No, she wouldn't be.
That's probably more reassuring that you actually saw her.
Right.
I should have gone with you while I had the chance.
It was a difficult choice, my lady.
I'm not sure Littlefinger would have let you. Probably would have followed behind and then stabbed you in the back.
Probably.
Jon will have me killed the moment I step through the gate.
I won't let him. I'll tell
I mean,
him
he'll
the
be
truth
pissed,
about
but
Bran and Rickon.
Sansa will... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot she knows the truth.
When you take the Black, all your crimes are forgiven.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to be forgiven.
Oh,
I mean-
so she's gonna have him
Yeah,
become
become a member of the Night's Watch.
I never make amends to your family for the things I've done.
Well, you're working on it?
I would have died to get you there.
He's on the path for rehabilitation.
I don't think he is. I think he wants to just...
No, I meant like
Oh.
doing what he has done kind of thing. Yeah.
Is he gonna go back to his family then? Or maybe take down the Boltons?
I don't think he can take down the Boltons.
Well,
He
with
doesn't
his
have
family,
yet.
though, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
What is dead may never die.
What is dead may never die. But they did. I won't apologize for trying to rescue Theon.
Then where is he?
Where is your kingdom?
Right? I mean, you're the idiot who...
Right.
When you rule the Iron Islands, you can wage all the peace you want, but for now, shut your mouth and obey, or I will make another heir who will.
To be honest, I kind of want her to rule the Iron Islands, because she
Agreed.
seems way smarter than you.
She is. She definitely is. And also think has more loyalties than he does. Like,
Yeah.
in terms of the troops.
I can't help but feel this is a little bit of, like, injured pride kind of thing, where they lost before. So it's not necessarily a strategic move for them to be doing. It's like...
He's already overly prideful
arrogantly.
anyways. Is he gonna fall off the bridge or something?
I don't know. You're making it seem like it. Wait,
Who's
someone's there.
Is it Theon? Or is it...
I feel like it couldn't be that fast.
Fool, move aside for your king.
Or is this an assassination?
I know.
And I always, brother.
Oh.
What? Is his brother gonna try to take over?
I don't mock the drowned god. I am the drowned god. From Old Town to Carth, when men see my sails, they pray.
I mean, I
a
definitely...
whole new plot.
I know. I mean, I'm sure... I think he's gonna kill him, but...
Oh, yeah.
I am the storm, brother. The first storm and the last.
And you're in my way.
Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I think Theon and are gonna have to deal with this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is the vibe I'm getting from what just happened.
I mean, it's not like Theon had any love for his dad, I guess.
I know,
but
right?
Like,
it's kind of weird because, like, I think
so
that was
abrupt.
a really cool scene, but we haven't seen him before, or maybe we haven't. I just forgot about it. So he came out of nowhere, and I was just like, what is happening right now?
I'm going to find out who did this. I swear it by the Salt Throne.
The Salt Throne is not yours to swear upon. Not unless the King's Moot chooses you.
My father would have wanted me to rule.
Your father does not get to choose. The law is clear.
Oh, is it like a trial?
Yeah. Is it like a vote thing, or I wonder if it would have been different.
It's not a vote thing. They don't seem like vote people. This seems like a trial.
It did seem like he was raising her to be the heir, so I wonder
She
if it would
was.
have been different if he stayed alive and just like handed it over, kind of thing, like he retired. But because he died without naming someone, we have to do
officially.
this, or if they do
Maybe.
this every time. I'm not sure. It sounds kind of cool though. I like that
It
it's
does.
different in different places of how they
rule.
It's about the Lord Commander.
The former Lord Commander.
Does he have to be?
I met a man who came back from the dead, but the priest who did it shouldn't have been possible.
But it was. It could be, now.
Oh, are they gonna go find that guy?
Yes. I kind of love that it's Davos asking her. It's like a
Right.
reversal of roles a bit.
I saw you give birth to a demon made of shadows.
Everything I believed, the great victory I saw in the flames, all of it was a lie.
Or just one possibility.
Or you got it wrong. I think she misinterpreted it.
The Lord never spoke to me.
Fuck him then.
Does she think she's insane then?
I think she arrogantly assumed things that perhaps were not shown to her, you know?
Right. Is it gonna work though, or no? I don't want to go a whole another like 3 episodes with him dead.
Right. I still don't forgive you for Shireen though, so.
Oh yeah, hell no.
Just
I don't
lay
think
them
he
down,
does
thank you.
either.
I don't think he knows.
Oh yeah, he wasn't there.
You forgot.
I just feel like it's not gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they're spending a lot of time doing it, which makes me, oftentimes, is like the thing that doesn't work. And then I wonder if they're
Right.
going to have to go look for that other priest or whatever. Because she says some have this power. So I wonder if they don't all have the same, like, skill set.
En morchot gleison.
Is that it?
Maybe she doesn't believe herself enough.
I mean, the other guy, when he did it, he was like, I don't know how to say it, urgent or whatever. Like,
Well, and also he's only ever done it with one person.
yeah. But it looks like she's trying to push it now, which might be what she needs to do.
Just have to believe it. Or maybe it's not even about the words.
Yeah. Just like watching for a twitch. Like,
know.
No, I think she has to do something else.
Agreed. What if it's like you have to cry for them or something, you know? Like maybe it's
Yeah,
more
like
personal?
something
I don't
specific.
know.
Maybe Davos needs to do it.
Maybe. I mean, he's been very close this whole situation.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, did he move? I don't know. When they zoom in on faces like that, I always expect the eyes to pop open. How many episodes is this gonna take?
How long can his body be fresh? I guess it'd be really cold there. It's probably like freezing.
Is he moving? Maybe Ghost needs to do something.
No.
Since they're showing him, you know, like maybe he needs to wake him up.
Ghost just looked happy.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh my god, they really dragged this out on. Oh god,
because I get why they dragged it out though.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't know, oh my god, that would have been torturous.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like this is just a spoiler we could not have avoided in the last 8 years or however long it's been. So yeah, no, that was really good. But yeah, I feel like that would have been really torturous if we hadn't known about it because they just stared at him so many times. You're just like,
I know, and we're like, it's so dark, so we're just staring at the screen. Like, is he moving? Did he move? Did he take a little breath? I'm not sure.
Right? Are we getting some like Romeo and Juliet like finger twitches?
Yeah, right. I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the episode as a whole. Overall, I really enjoyed it.
It was a good pace.
It was weirdly not weird, but it felt slow, but in a slow, like intentional, measured way. Not in a slow, like, nothing happened way. Like, they took their time to do everything in this episode.
I think it's also they didn't spend too long on a spot, because sometimes I feel like they spend, like, an extended period of time in one spot, and then I'm like, drags on a little bit. But I feel like they spent a good amount of time on each one and sort of just presented them in a good order as well, sort of ramping up the episode. Oh, I loved that we got to see Bran for the first time in, like, a season.
Yeah. And it's so interesting, because, like, what happened with Hodor? Because I feel like since they focused on it so much during his little section, that's like a mystery that we're gonna get revealed later.
I know there's some history with Hodor, but I don't know any of the history. I just know it exists. So I'm excited to kind of actually find out about it.
Plus, we've said before that we were suspicious of sometimes when they introduce, when they talk about the past a bit. But then nothing happens. But this one, I really do feel like something's going to happen this time because Bran is actually, like, able to go into the past, so we're actually seeing it. And I do wonder if he took him away. I mean, he says that it's because he doesn't want him to get stuck there, like, too obsessed with it, right? Which is totally true. But I wonder if he's also maybe...
not ready?
Yeah, you know, like...
Yeah, maybe he just has to show him sort of gradually. It's like a journey.
Because why is he showing them this? Because he doesn't look like he's showing it just so that Bran can have some enjoyment. It's like, oh, here's the past or whatever. His face is all serious. Like, there's some information that they need from the past or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It's a mystery, like, and I enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, we never got to find out exactly what happened with his aunt. And then obviously now there's more with Willis, aka Hodor. So I think there's a lot to be unpacked there over time. And I am excited for them to roll it out. I hope they don't take too long with it. But I kind of like the pace they're at right now.
Yeah. I also like that we got to see little Ned and little Benjen. So I wonder if there's also going to be some more about that as well.
And then, yeah, I liked the amount that we got to see with King's Landing. That we got to see Tommen again, so that was cool. I liked getting to see him with Jaime. And I really liked Jaime with the priest, because that's the kind of Jaime that I like.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, he's so lively there, and gosh, it's hard because I don't know the priest's intentions. And also at this section, I don't really know what Cersei's intentions are. We weren't sure, for example, if the Mountain was taking her orders when he killed that guy, and then or if he has like independent thought, you know, like he overheard it or whatever and killed him. I actually think, though, now looking back, that it was Cersei. Her whole blank face when Tommen's there, I actually feel like she's secretly sending out the Mountain to do stuff.
Oh, maybe.
You know what I mean?
But she doesn't want Tommen involved. Like, she doesn't want him in danger.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, because I wasn't sure then, but just looking back on it, because I that conversation is so, I don't know what, you know,
different.
Like, there's something
almost calculated.
I find it hard to believe that Cersei would just let Tommen take control in a way. I think, not that she was manipulating Tommen to say, like, help me or anything like that, but more like she's absolutely willing to take advantage of what's going, you know, him opening up to her again.
Well, I don't
having her help.
I also don't know if it's from sort of like take advantage viewpoint or more of this is my remaining child. I need to play this situation very carefully. Like, not necessarily like in a good way, because she's not a good person, but in her mind that like, I need to do what I need to do to protect my child, which means doing XYZ.
Well, I just find it very hard to believe that she would let it go, all the things that she went through. No. She wants these people taken out. She wants everybody who saw her naked to be dead. She wants the Faith Militant, like, burned to the ground. Like, there's no way that she's actually this calm.
But maybe she's more patient this time around.
That's what I think. Yeah.
I think she's just playing smarter now.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think she's secretly sending out the mountain.
Makes
he
sense.
still might have independent thought and stuff. I'm not sure how... Yeah.
Right.
We'll
find out.
The situation for that. But, yeah, I'm very curious. What will Jamie do?
I know. And also, how involved is Jamie?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really care about the Faith Militant and stuff, so if she wants to take him out, I don't even care.
I just hope Marjorie makes it out.
Yeah, it's just Marjorie.
I don't know if she's going to, though.
I swear, if she stays in there another whole season, I'm going to be annoyed. I like Marjorie.
I know. I would even be fine with Marjorie and Cersei teaming up at this point.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen, but...
I know, but I would be fine with it.
Yeah.
Arya is finally... getting let back in to the organization.
Well, that's what I think is happening. I don't know how I feel about it, because on the one hand, I'm glad, but on the other hand, I feel like we missed so much of what this training was supposed to be. Like, all she did was repeat, I am no one, and then, like, fight twice. That she's been blind.
Well, I think it's supposed to be implied that this has happened many, many, many days.
Yeah, I know, but we don't get to see that. I almost kind of wish that they'd montaged it and we could see her getting, like, a little bit better or a little bit stronger at being no one. You know what I mean? Because it just, for me, just felt a little short. I felt this trial, I kind of felt like I wanted to see her learn a lesson. You know what I mean? Like, see her do it.
Well, for me, I feel like this is still, like, a starter lesson, so I'm expecting there to be a lot more. So that's why I don't know if they would have focused that much on it, because it's still sort of chapter 1 or 2 of her journey.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I take it.
Yeah, I just, because of how little screen time she had, it just felt like, she's blind, this is a test. Oh, you passed. Let's go,
Yeah.
So, Tyrion let the dragons go.
Yes, and I loved his story. That was so nice. It was such a Tyrion scene, but like in a really good way. Well, I mean, I think usually it's in a good way, but I really liked it.
Yeah. I felt like we got to see a little bit different side of him as well, because we've seen how smart he is before, and he was really good when he was working at King's Landing as the Hand and all that. So I was really happy for him to show his book knowledge here about dragons and how much he knew. Like, chaining them up will literally start killing them. Like, they get smaller and smaller till they weren't anymore. So that correlation between chaining them up and like them dying out was really important for Daenerys to know.
And
so
then,
I'm glad that Tyrion brought it up.
Well, and then I also like knowing that apparently he really liked dragons as a kid. So I wonder if he has even like more knowledge about dragons than he would usually have, because he's very knowledgeable no matter what. But he may still enjoy dragons, so he just has researched a little more.
Yeah, right.
I just like that idea. I think it's really cute.
I think so too. But yeah, I really love that scene, and I'm so glad he let the dragons go. They're still under there, but I don't know.
But it's
I think they're gonna get out. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely. Well, especially because the whole place is kind of going to crap anyways, so I feel like they're going to be let out
I'm so
eventually.
annoyed by this. We don't know who it was. I feel like it, because it happens every single time. Oh, this assassination happened. We don't know who it was. Oh, the ship's burned. We don't know who it was. I'm like, oh my god, please hire some investigators.
Well, I think it's also just the reality of how it is. Then, like, nobody's going to talk, and it's not like you have cameras or fingerprints or whatever. It's just that's how it was.
They're also the only city left now that's free.
Yep.
In that area. So,
dangerous. Sansa and all of them heading towards the wall. And I guess Theon's going back to the Iron Islands, so we'll see how that goes.
I know, because the timing is a little bit off. I do wonder the way they're setting it up. Yara is not going to be queen. I think it might be Theon.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because him just showing up, because the way they said, it might not be you kind of thing. I do feel like she would have a lot of loyalty.
I think it probably would depend, especially because she would be the first female leader, and patriarchy.
Yeah.
But also, like, if it's against the uncle and her, because I don't know if it's like a trial or if it's like a vote.
Yeah.
But then if you add Theon into the mix, it kind of questions it even more, because technically he should be the heir as the son. But then I also wonder, like, if it's a trial. pretty sure he can handle anything at this point.
Yeah, right.
He's like been through a lot.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really interesting.
It might be him having to team up to take down the uncle. I don't know. The uncle's such a mystery now since he just showed up and killed his brother, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
and obviously the thing is, like, even I don't think she would mind if he was king, because I still feel like she would be like a co-leader anyways. So
Yeah.
I don't know where her like sort of pride lies in it, because technically it is more her home than his, but she also does love her brother.
Yeah.
So
and I don't know if it'll matter that Theon can't have kids, because clearly if
That's not
others can
necessarily how the
inherit,
line
yeah, it's not
works.
necessarily
Yeah.
how it works. So if there's would be another Kingsmoot after him, for example, if he was king, then it doesn't matter that he doesn't have.
Yeah, like his sister could have an heir, or
did they call it the Kingsmoot?
I think so.
Whatever the thing was, they may or may not have.
Yeah, and then,
that's very interesting. I think
right.
that it's different than everywhere else.
I am very curious about it, and it seems very appropriate that theirs wouldn't just be like by lineage. You have to be worthy, because that just seems their jam.
Yeah, a lot of their sayings are stuff like that. I think I remember like his dad saying like, "Did you? Oh God, what was it? Pay the iron price for that?" Like when he showed up in his fancy clothes, even though it didn't look that fancy. So they clearly have a lot of like earning it in some way.
So it would make sense that
Culture.
would roll into actually, being a king.
Yeah.
Or lord, I guess, technically. And then we have the wall.
Yes, where John's away.
Right? Well, and then first, we got the traitors caught and put in jail, so that's good.
Yeah.
I still worry about the kid, though.
Happy to see the wildlings again.
Yes. John alive.
How are people going to react? Because I feel like it's a bit... I mean, like, we're skeeved by the mountain being alive. Will other people be skeeved by John being alive?
Well, I don't know if they're going to trust him or not. Like, be worried that he's not the same. Or are they going to take it as, like, a sign that he's, like, the right leader? I don't know.
Especially with the wildlings having seen White Walkers come back to life. Like, the dead come back to life. Not White Walkers, but, like, the... What are the... Oh, my God. You know what I mean. I do wonder if they might see him as...
I don't think so, because the leader was already in there. Like, he was obviously a part of it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as sticklers about those kind of things.
I'm just really interested to see people's reactions. Especially Mr. Alistair Thorne, who's gonna flip. When John's like, I'm alive, bitch!
Right. And then I wonder how long it's going to be until Sansa and them reach them, if they reach them. I hope they reach them.
This season. I hope they reach them this season. It would be cool as a finale, but I feel like we've always are like, oh, I hope there's a finale reunion, and then there never is.
But we finally have everybody who's still alive in play in this season, so we might.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a storyline that's left off right now for the whole Stark family.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I realized Sansa... No, wait, Sansa does know her brothers are alive.
Yeah, because Theon told her. But John doesn't know.
And they don't know where they are.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What?
Boltons.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we really need to talk about the Boltons, except for, Ramsay sucks.
Agreed. That's it. That's all you get.
Come attack the wall so that the giant can kill you.
What I want is Theon and the Ironlands to... shore themselves up, build up, and then them come take them out. Because I just think that would be, like, the sweetest revenge. Yeah. I mean, because I just don't think it's the Wall's job to do it.
Agreed.
So I think it would be more appropriate for Theon.
Wouldn't it be so great, though, if Ramsay went to attack the Wall, but instead he finds that Theon and the Iron Islands are already there with the Wildlings and with John, and they're all teamed up to take down Ramsay when he shows up.
Well, probably the White Walkers, but, it just happens to work out that way.
Yeah. White Walkers can kill him, too. That's fine.
I really like that episode. I think overall, I mean, there was only 2 episodes so far, but I am liking this season.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a good one. What are your thoughts, feelings? How did you feel about this episode when you first watched it if you didn't know that John was going to come back? Like, was it torturous? I feel like it was torturous.
It took so long. I don't even know how many minutes she spent cleaning him and then, like, saying all the ritual, and it was just, like, so long. And so many shots of just staring at him. I was just like...
We even know that he was coming back to life, but we're still like... When? Now? Later? What's happening?
Because I feel like they tricked us by not having him awaken in episode 1.
They did it on purpose.
Yeah.
For sure. Thanks for watching with us. I was waiting for you to finish fiddling.
I wasn't. I was just touching the top of my head. Are you okay there?
Yeah. I thought you were going to, be adjusting this.
No.
So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps us out. Hit that notification bell so you know when we upload, and we will see you all in the next episode. Bye! I have 50 bajillion tiny pillows at home.
Tiny pillows.
I also feel like I have...
Lofi's got tiny pillows. I was like, it's too hot to stop. Just keep going.
Tell me about it. I was losing steam. I was like halfway through.
I know. I can't remember things I'm asking and you're just staring at me blank-eyed. Because I don't know.
Remember.
What is my own name?
Basically.